Hello, and welcome back to Outer Wilds, where last time we finished the game. The main game ended. Made a start to DLC, got a cool ring world to explore, and a new kind of species to investigate, because we've kind of learnt all we could about the Nomai at this point. So, yeah, all we need to do is I go off to Rumour mode, as we should be able to... this one here, I think. Track where we need to fly. Which will be interesting. But yeah, the DLC seems to be a lot about kind of light is a large part of it. With kind of how the species stored their information. It was in slide reels and all that. So it's going to be good fun. It's going to be good fun. Thankfully I've got autopilot, so I can't actually see what I'm flying towards. Which does make it a little difficult to actually, you know, get to. Yeah, I'm dehydrating, don't worry. It is honestly very warm today. At the very least, very warm for Scotland. So, yeah. I'm glad I've got some water to drink. We do not need our ship again, so we don't need to particularly care, although we should land the right way around. There we go. Do keep my suit on, because there is water. I might want to go underwater. I don't know how much I need to be concerned with. I think the unknown language is going to make this interesting. But if I turn on my light... just need to line this up. There we go. Yeah. I don't have a clue what we're actually investigating here. I mean, that's not going anywhere, so I'm just going to leave that be, I think. I'm going to go see what's up over here. Because this seems to be immediately the first thing I'm seeing. We've got lots of ghost matter. I've also apparently had my scout going through the ground. But seemingly, I'm allowed to walk over to here. That's safe. There is ghost matter on the other side, but we're fine. Okay, so there is ghost matter inside the building. Can I get in from underneath? It looks like there's a hole in the floor. Is this safe? Is this even remotely a good idea? Seems like it's a relatively good idea. I just need to be a little careful where I stand. I think here for now should be fine. So that's the door. The door is not happy. There's ghost matter in the corner up here, I believe? Yeah. Aside from that, looks relatively safe. Just need to be a little careful. And found an artifact. What is this? What is this artifact I found? Why is it just called artifact? I can't like open the box, can I? No. I mean, it's different to slide reel. It looks similar, but it's different. Presumably, I want to find a lantern to use with this. But I haven't the foggiest where I need to go and do that. I mean, if I go over here, this is where I'd started before. It was over that side. We could look at some slides, in fact. So let me just quickly leave that there. We do need to pick up a lantern, which I believe there was a fair few here. Yeah, there we go. Grab this. We can actually go look at those slide rails I found before. Because I somewhat managed to look at them using the light from my scout, but I want to see what they're actually about. So yeah, jumping on down here. Should be fine to just step this into there. And did we have a slide rail just outside here, I believe? Yes. Put this inside. What do we see? I mean, that's Eye of Universe. I don't know what that one is. I don't recognize that. I mean, I want to say from color, maybe Giant Steep. I'm seeing that thing there. That looks to be the artifact I found. It's got a flame inside it. I go to the underwater kind of prison-y thing. Or vault, I believe they called it. Because that would let me get a fire. The Eye of Universe is outside the solar system. Sends out pulse. That reaches what I'm assuming is their planet. Where they then gain information from it? Or is this like just a telescope of them looking? So they can observe the ripples of whatever from the Eye of Universe. I can't see what this is. I think that's them building the ring world, seemingly. And that's the ring world next to their planet. Then sailing off to go visit our solar system. And landing next to Eye of Universe. Okay. That, I feel I understood. We've got a ship log updated from it, which is interesting, so we don't get any text. So that might sum it up slightly better than I did. Yeah, next, remove this slide rail. Want to put this one in. Which... Is this about the seals? Because I feel this is what we saw in that underwater kind of vault. Yes, this is underwater vault we saw. It's been sealed. You need to light something. And that makes a seal. So we need to unlight it to get rid of the seals and get inside. Okay, that makes sense. Does still raise the question though of what's in there and why did they seal it? Because I don't know. We've been to that house, that's where we kind of started off. We just need to move on to somewhere else now? Because I feel I'd want to go around that way. Probably to that village. Trying to think, am I better just going on foot? Because I know there's the little rafts like down there I could use. But I feel if I've got the high jump, I should maybe try and keep it. What was that all about? Why was there flickering? That worries me. Is that the sound of a dam breaking? Because I see water is coming through it a little more. This seems dangerous. I didn't break my legs though. But yeah, if I'm worried about the dam, push the raft out. It's gonna go along. This is gonna be fine. Got music kicking in, and I don't know if that means the raft is like making music because I'm riding it, or if it's because of the dam about to burst. It's one of those, I reckon. So I'm a bit worried. Let's quickly get picked up though, and see what's here. I mean, the dam's not burst yet. I'm gonna keep this artifact with me until I figure out what you do. But it's like genuinely not got the faintest idea. They like combine a lantern with it? Is that what you do? I hadn't tried that. Maybe I should have before I left. Yeah, continue investigating this. Exactly is this building? I mean, it's got more lanterns. I drop artifacts. You can opt inside of there. Okay. This looks to be, I think, the same murals as they had in the other place. For Vrok. The dam's really not looking healthy. It's getting worse. Oh no. In fact, God, we've got a time loop, so it's not a bigger issue. But yeah, it's not going to be happy in a minute. For now, got a lot more buildings to explore. This one looks like it might just be a house. What is this one? 'Cause this one's on the end. It might be important. Immediately, I'm not seeing much. Seeing a lantern. And assuming if I put the lantern on here, something might happen. There is an underwater cave leading into a building. What am I looking at? There's some kind of building with a weird underwater entrance to get inside. I don't know what that means. Can I see that building anywhere? Dam still hasn't broken. Is it that one it's on about? Might be that building. I could see that being the case. It kind of matches up. Which means I want to go into the rocks. I'll do that in a minute, folks. I've not got the longest time. And oh, that is 2 different reels. Have we got a projector upstairs? Yes, we do. Okay. I don't know. Did I drop this artifact? I don't know if I've got time to look at the reels. I mean, we've got a damaged lantern there. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go grab it. I think we've got time. We know that there's at least a little while until everything goes, like, very wrong. There's a lantern up here. I'll just steal this one. I think it's closest. We do not have time to be using the stairs, I don't think. Not if we want to watch both of those rails. Well, I have a feeling if I'm inside of the house when this dam breaks, I am not going to be in for a fun time. Okay, first things first, lantern, you can go into here. Second things second, because it's a good order to do things in. First, then second. What is this? This is information on the eye this time. Last time we got it on their home planet. So you see the eye. They scan it? Or project into it, possibly? That's a concerning image to see of everyone dying. Are they then afraid of the eye? Oh, they are. They burned down what I'm assuming used to be a church to the eye. Can see a little more in there. Some kind of people. I'm seeing chains up the top. And then they just nestled into our system. Okay. So I mean that immediately does raise some questions. But possibly answer some others. We'll go that way in a second. Because if they did not like the eye, then perhaps what they locked away is related to the eye. Would be my guess, anyway. Because, I mean, you could judge that as kind of heretical knowledge, right? This is on the second seal, this one. Again, they lit something and created a seal. Okay. I mean, mildly foreboding with how they approach the camera first. And I'm still holding. Kinda surprisingly at this point. But I think I'd like to get into wherever I was pointed at for that. That's going to be my immediate priority, because the rest of it is a lot less exciting than something cool I found. So I can get in through a cave here, yes. This should be safe. What have we got? That's the dam breaking. Am I safe in here? I doubt it. I mean, I'm fine enough with just dying. Is there a way out? Also, I can focus or conceal something. Well, I think I'm okay. Surprisingly enough. What exactly has happened? Because yeah, the dam's broken. Am I actually fine? Like, yeah, the rest of that's not very fine, but okay, you can definitely get a flame in here, which lets you do something. What's all this about? You've got various kind of shrines, and then the thing underwater. So this would be the tower I'm on now, right? What happens if I try and follow the wires? I mean, we've got whatever's in this room, which includes a reel, which I'm currently not able to look at because there's not anything in here. I'm gonna take this with me. Can figure out that artifact later. For now, can I find something to use this with? I'm like getting used to the animated emotes. I don't think I've ever really seen the animated emotes being used properly, so it is nice seeing them getting some use. I think that was the one with the projector in it, wasn't it? It wasn't that one. I don't know. I don't fancy my chances of jumping down here and then being able to swim to anything I like. Is going down an option? I'm wanting to say no, because the cave's likely flooded. I mean, yeah, the cave is flooded. Can just kinda go around for now. I mean, it could be worse swimming around down here. Could be worse. Let's see, can I find where I was a minute ago looking at stuff? I'm worried it was that building there. So yeah, this one looks familiar. I went down. And then... I mean, there's a chance it's up there I want. There's a chance. Oh, and I am lucky this isn't underwater. Okay. In which case, this is a more important slide reel. We care about this. What the hell does this even mean? I mean, that's a symbol for whatever building I was just in. Them going inside one of the churches, pointing to their home planets. Huh. Wait a minute. those churches teleport. Like if you hold a lantern, can you just walk through the paintings? Yeah, that. I don't know if that's so much lore as it is like telling you of something potentially very convenient. Do we have a church to test it with? When we've got this, I think this would do, right? Pick up the lantern. And... okay, there's no one of their thing in the sky. Does it just need to be darkness? Is that what we need? Okay. Is this different to where I'd gotten previously? It is. Well. This is their somewhat mummified remains. You see one of those artifacts, and yeah, I'm right, you do take fire from one of their kind of fiery things. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what you do with it, but that's pretty cool. Let's just remove the lanterns. That lets you do that. I would like, though, is down here. Almost made it. Almost. There we go. Can I get into here? I left my artifact up here because there's a slide reel. I'm gonna go quickly grab whatever this artifact is and I'm gonna mess with it. I'm gonna see what it does. Because I have no idea. It could do just about anything, honestly. I'm assuming it's used to make a more concentrated beam of light. But what for? And why would I want to have the ability to conceal the light? I mean, that implies darkness matters as much as light does. Which is an interesting concept. How do I get up? That's not something I'd massively considered. I'm assuming we just go back off of this roof if I can fly up. We've only got a limited amount of fuel. I don't think we get fuel back. I don't imagine there's anywhere to get more in here. I mean, I'm happy we found the mummified guys. I think that's a good discovery regardless. Ouch, don't stand in it. Can I like set fire to a marshmallow? That's not what I wanted. If I put this down and I set fire to marshmallow. That didn't quite work. I'm now underwater. Well. That's for future me to figure out how you get the light into the artifact. Unless I can mess with it more. I'm gonna take it with me. There's no harm in taking it with me. Ah, never mind, that's the loop. No harm in taking it with me, but there is harm in being blown up by the sun. That does have a small amount of harm in it. There's this building over here hasn't been completely destroyed. I'm going to quickly investigate. Yeah, because that looks to be what used to be the Church of Yan, or whatever we're going to call it. So yeah, they've burnt this down. And you know what? They do have jetpack fuel. I was wrong about that. I was in the church. I should have known. Where else would you keep the jetpack fuel? That being the case, how do I do with this artifact? And will I ever be able to translate those? Like, I'm hoping I learn their language at some point. I feel they're a lot about kind of visual aids more so than like spoken word. Just gonna have a very quick investigate. See if we can find anything fun in the water. Don't have too long. I'd want to say there's something on this far side just because it's kind of tricky to get in. Do I have time to even look? I don't know. I'm not the most hopeful I can even fit through here. You know what? We'll look down the middle potentially. Or not. Run out of time. But we now know where to find one of those artifacts. We know what roughly to do with it. Which, yeah, lines up with what I guessed. But more importantly, we know there's potentially secret passages in these churches. We know it for certain for that one. But that doesn't mean there's not similar in other places. So I need to look for parts where there could be extra space in the walls. Or it could lead to a floor down. I don't know. I mean, I'm looking forward to exploring it. I don't know. Ship log, what have we got? Cinder Isles, Island Tower, Burned Slide Rails. Yes, submerged thing we're learning a bit about. So if we learn everything there is here. In the slide rail it shows the strangers and inhabitants opening a secret passage in the round room filled with lanterns and bureaus. Inhabitants are shown filing into 3 of these rooms throughout the stranger. Yes, there's more locations. Thankfully, it still gives me that slideshow, so there's a couple of... I call them churches, I don't know what they are. They're not, because we've got the Eye Church or whatever. We're looking for 2 more of those. I think is what comes next. So I imagine that is a reasonable thing to try and attempt. Because I mean, we didn't find anything immediately useful. That doesn't mean I don't want to investigate. Because I mean, we found the fire, and we saw them with that artifact currently lit. Meaning maybe one of them has a way to light an artifact. That is my hope. I don't know if it's a reasonable hope, but it is a hope. And I should, yeah, there we go, be where I need to be. Hello, rather abrupt landing. I am where I need to be though now. I don't know who I'm saying hello to. I'm saying hello to the spaceship, I think. Oh. So, immediately, we do not care about this first place, do we? I've fallen in the water. There we go. That's a bit better. So now we can float on along. I'm noticing that church there. It's got... I'm gonna keep calling them churches. I know it's not. It's got a basement to it, which we've not been inside. This may have been one of the ones we saw in the picture. Try not to, like, jump off the cliff to my death. But, yeah. One of these should have, yeah, their planet. What have we got underneath? Got another one of these things. Don't know what that is on the roof. Yeah, more kind of mummified bodies. holding their own little artifacts with flames in them. How would you get the flame out? You just drop the artifact onto it? I mean, it might be marshmallow time. Like, I tried it before, I was in a rush, is the issue. So let's see, where was the artifact? It would have been just down here, this little house. I know roughly how to get in safely. Yeah, ghost matter detected. There's a hole in the floor, we just go up here. The fact it gives us to you right at the starting area makes me think this is likely quite important. I think I will try the marshmallow again. It seems like a good way to transfer fire. Only issue with that is when marshmallow went on fire, it was not green. So I don't know if that changes anything. Okay, so that didn't immediately do it. Can drop the artifact and then light you. I don't think that works. I can conceal, doesn't help. I can focus, doesn't help. Can I steal a flame from there? No. So there is a different mechanism to doing this. I still don't know how it helps, but there's a different mechanism to doing it. Maybe that mechanism's in that last building? It looks to be inside of a kind of cliff. Or at least partly inside of a wall. Imagine it's along the lower riverbanks. That's not a good way to go to get out of here, is it? I've just beached my raft. You know what? We'll find another one. That's fine. There should be, hopefully, one over there. Although I know there's a few about on the riverbanks to go along. So I'll find them. I'm sure I'll find them. Well, have I been inside of this room? I don't think so. Not immediately anything. That means I've possibly not been in here. Never mind, there's not much to be in, is there? Well, I can swim. I see a raft over there. I might be able to make my way to it. Surprised that went anywhere near as well as it did. Who the hell did I manage that? Alright. We are looking for a wall with a church. I keep calling them churches, they're not churches. Some kind of... It's not a tower. That one's definitely a tower. The other one wasn't. I don't know. I'm just going to call them churches. We're looking for another one of those. I know what I'm on about, and that's what matters. It looks like there is stuff on that side. There is stuff on this side. We're going to go down the left, because it's where I am. Just keep an eye out on the edges. If there's anything particularly of interest. That is the power failing slightly this season. That's what that was. Yeah, I just need to make my way over to this. There we go. So if there's something inside of a cliff face, there's a door up there is somewhat promising. But what's here? I mean, there's a set of stairs. The stairs haven't ever hurt anyone. On purpose. I mean, yeah, if someone's fallen down the stairs, maybe. I'm hydrating. I see the emote in there. I'm very much just paying attention to the game, so sorry if I miss messages, but I mean, what a nice tasty roasted marshmallow. That's perfectly normal. Ouch, that hurt. That was not the way to do it. I haven't had like toasted marshmallow in so long. I should do a campfire or something. So, I mean, it's good weather thing. If I want to get up to there, I presumably need to approach from the other side. Which isn't entirely the most doable. Let's make way up to the reservoir. What has the reservoir got for? I mean, immediately... That house is still missing. Largely. I thought it had fallen off due to the flood previously, due to the dam breaking. It doesn't seem to have been that. So I'm thinking I need to go underwater. I remember there being a film reel in there. So I want to go find that. I'll likely leave my artifacts be for now. I've also got this. We need to find the code. Yeah, I'm not gonna guess that. That seems like a silly thing to try and guess. We do have a house, which is very slightly overgrown. That is prompting me to launch my scouts. And yeah, there's a door there. We're aware of that. Not seeing much over there, but I guess we'll leave it be. It marks the location I'm looking for. Yeah, it's underground through there. Potentially there is a code inside. Not a code I can see. I think that's just supposed to be teasing me about there's something of interest. You should go in there. Look how cool it looks. It just looked like a basement. I won't lie, I don't know what was in there. Yes, if I jump into here quickly, we get a reel. Do we have anything else further down? Seemingly, no. No, we do not. However, with this reel, there is a... I want to say, like, a cinema? A theatre? Something of that nature. It was just in here, and we've got a lantern. Perfect. Get you onto there. Grab this. Presumably there's stairs going up. Yep. This one's about whatever they sealed away. We still need one on how you get light the artifact, but that's fine. It's slightly burned, you can see the flames, that's in the chamber room itself. Do we get anything of use? We get them constructing the thing. Okay. I'm putting it in the water. So I'd already figured that out. I think. Because we kind of come across it last time, didn't we? After the dam had broken. I mean, that's cool and all, but it doesn't immediately help me. Also, I really need to treat myself more carefully. I am just breaking my ankles today, I've decided, apparently. Okay, that's just a picture. That doesn't help. I put down my artifact earlier. There we go. I would like to figure out what this is and how you get inside, but I've got no idea. I'll very quickly check in here again. Just in case, because I see there's a screen over there. If I can latch it onto the top of the table, I might be able to get some important information. Like, latch it onto the far wall. Can I get a good angle for this? I'm not convinced I can. I mean, I know there's something on the table that's not going to let me read it. Okay, I don't know how you get in there. There's not anything immediately obvious telling me the code. Maybe I can go back into the thing underwater then, I guess, if the dam's just broken. We'll wait for the water to drain also. Also, I'm seeing that symbol over there, that kind of green bit. That's the, like, church I want to go investigate the secret passage in. So we'll need to go do that in a while. You know what? I was a bit hopeful thinking that would work, wasn't I? Come on, Raph. We're taking you on a walk, apparently. But yeah. I wonder if there's a way, because of all these rails being burnt, fix the rails rather. Yeah, I can push this when the artifact's on it. I don't know if that was supposed to be allowed. I kind of undid whatever I just did, but okay. Can we now get out onto the water? Can accidentally put this down. I'm gonna pick it back up because what I would like, I'm not sure I'm going quick enough to do this, as I would quite like to get to the opposite side of the river. There we go. If we use two of the things, we go a lot quicker. Here we are. We're inside whatever this thing is. So we know we need to do something with some kind of fires they've set elsewhere. Another one of these things. Can I launch my scout and knock it down? It's a bell. From that sound it's making, that thing's just a bell. That'd be hammers to strike it and presumably make different notes. Okay. I don't know if that's useful information. But it is information. I mean, it could be useful. Like, there's a chance it is. I still want to get over to that side, is the thing. There's that church that we'd seen, as I've been calling it. I know it's very likely not a church of any kind. And, yeah, no, we can't go over that way. Well, let's do that another loop. For now, we just follow the water. You can see what I would hope is my raft from before over there. I mean, where do I go next? Ah, not to there. That was into a wall. That was not ideal. I wonder if I'm quick enough, can I go into the dam? Because there might be an interior. So, it wouldn't surprise me, especially if we've been using it for power or something. I think next loop I'm going to go straight for the dam. Seems like it might not be a terrible idea. But for now, we have managed to steal another one of these. Out of curiosity, how waterproof is this kind of thing under here? I quickly jump down and check. Not very. Okay, so that fire is not going to still be lit. Come back, Craft. I was only gone for a moment. There we go. I'm glad I caught that again, because otherwise this is a real pain to actually traverse. We've got that tower. What we want is not to go onto the roof of something. But instead, I'd like to go over this way. There's a chance, with the water having risen, I can still get into that other... whatever it is over there. I don't know if the water's still risen on this end, because this is leading towards a reservoir. I'd imagine it might actually be too low to get in. But we might be able to get to that kind of whatever it is I'm trying to get to. Because we want to get to and investigate something. I don't know entirely if it's going to have a way to light the artifact. Might have a reel on how to do it. Because yeah, there's a whole community here. Or there used to be. Looks like the water level's not changed too much. Can I, in any way, get it? I can rotate that. That lets me go inside. At which point... yeah, I can then go up. I don't know if I need to actually light this artifact, by the way. This might just be their version of a like flashlight, which I already have. But I guess maybe a slightly stronger light to it. I don't know. It might be completely irrelevant. However, we've got our way to this, which is what I was looking for. I mean, you're right. I never know. It could be useful. It could be completely pointless. There we go. Yeah, down in this direction. Should have another fire. This one should be lit. It's got another bell. And we don't know what you do with it. I feel these bells have to be useful in something. I mean, I shot my scout into it and I heard. When it makes that noise, it becomes a little more obvious. But yeah. You then just hit it with hammers, it makes noises. I don't know, potentially there's something I need to activate there. I need to find how you light this artifact, and there's also those apparent kind of seals I need to break. What do I do here? We've got another artifact. So that's good. Maybe. Do we have a veil to use? Got a couple. This one's on a seal? That one's what we want. That one's about having stuff to do with the artifact. Cool. I'm gonna quickly try and do this. Yeah, I can probably do it in 22 minutes, which means it's not hugely bad. Do I not have a lantern? No. No, I just want a lantern, no. God damn it. Okay, bring a lantern with me. We're coming here next time. I know I said I was going to try and get in the dam, but no. This is more important. It's also this. Looks like something to do with slide reel. Ghost matter is very much detected. But above looks to be safe. Is there a way up? Possibly if I parkour. I don't know. I'm not buying that. I think that's a silly idea. I'm just going to let myself fall in the water. Soap's about 3 seconds. We are learning stuff, though. I am enjoying the learning of the stuff. I'm still a little confused what they meant by the... like, this DLC can be a bit spooky. I've not come across anything spooky yet, and it worries me. I mean, I guess we came across, like, mummified bodies. I haven't gotten to spooky things yet. I mean, there's more? That's good to know. Because, I mean, something was sealed. I'm assuming it's whatever was sealed inside might be spooky. Because they learnt something bad from the Eye of Universe. Yeah, cliffside building, burned reel slide. What does this actually say? Strange vault encased in large metal. Nearly all have been burned and can't be viewed. Yeah. There is the question of, has it been burnt so that... yeah. Has it been burnt so that we can't watch it? Were they trying to destroy knowledge of this thing? Which I guess would make sense. I'm really curious what they've sealed away, though. Because if it was dangerous knowledge... I mean, I don't know if they cared about preserving the knowledge, which is, like, against the point of me thinking maybe they burnt the scroll. Or, not scroll, the slide. If they burnt the slide, or any of these slides, they're not too bothered about preserving the knowledge. So I'm thinking it's more likely to be a case they put something in there, which is potentially dangerous. I don't know. I mean, they saw a vision of themselves being destroyed. Maybe they sought to preserve something about themselves in what they deemed to be a very safe way so they would survive through the predicted end they saw from the eye. I mean, that would make sense to an extent. I mean, if the eye showed them the future, maybe they foresaw me somehow helping them by investigating all this, which is why they stayed in the system, rather than just running off the middle of space. Although, to be fair, you'd want to be in a stable orbit, wouldn't that be safer than the middle of space, where anything could happen over God knows how long. Yeah, we need to find a lantern, is what we need. We know there's a slide rail. We know where it is. Would there be a lantern in the same building? I don't know. Also, say we know where it is. We don't entirely know where it is. Simply due to the fact... Yeah, we came here when it was destroyed last time. Are all these buildings still in the same positions as we were before? Or I guess, where we were later? I don't know. I would have assumed so. Yeah, I would like to go up, please. Thank you very much, love. I mean, immediately we've got these buildings to explore. We do want to find a lantern, so I'm going to explore them a little. There's also a possibility that there's a slide reel. There's not anything in this building, though. This, I would imagine, is just taking me to the bridge. Although there's an underground. What? What's this one about? This feels like it's going to want to drop me somewhere. But where? I mean, I found what I want that lantern for. You got basic lantern. You then got the like middle part of the assembly and the finally assembled artifact. So this is like where they make it. Seemingly. Well, I don't see how this goes wrong with me dropping myself down. I've gotten distracted. Nope, that was not what I wanted. Back this way. I thought it might lead to like an underground river or something. It did not. It does, however, mean there's a way through there, because there's a door leading out. How do you get in? It's not immediately apparent how you get in. Unless, is that a hole in the wall there? Doesn't look big enough for me, but it looks big enough for a scout. I'll have to revisit that, because I don't have a clue what's up with it. There is this thing, which I think you need to get in from above. But we can try that another time. For now... Jump down to here? No? Yes. You can get out by doing this. So that's fine. And I'd want to be able to open the door down there. If I can find it. I mean, there's a slide reel down there. The door would be about there. I can get this. There we go. So what's in this somewhat more hidden room? What have we uncovered? I mean, yeah, we've got the slide reel. Anything else? Because I still need the lantern. I mean, this looks cool. This seems to be something about the actual station itself, or Ringworld. Without a lantern, we can't read the damn thing. Or I guess, watch the damn thing. I mean, it was inside here. This building survives. So we're fine to just leave stuff in here, I'd imagine. Yeah, reading pictures is great. That's good fun. Especially reading the moving pictures, you know? That's always good too. Yeah, we want to just leave all of these up here for now. There's definitely not a lantern down below, sadly. Also, yeah, there it is. So this is about one of the seals. This one. But I need to come back. Just a little bit annoying. Unless they had lanterns in this, did they not? Yes, they did. Oh, thank God I remembered that before, like, jumping into the river. I was about to jump down there and think, okay, go to the dam, get a lantern from there and come back. No, this is so much easier. Okay. First things first, the somewhat hidden one. What does this tell me? An exhaust fume of some type. That's somewhere else I can go. Due to a fault. Like if I spin this around slightly more, you can see the hangar. You go up towards the middle and then, yeah, up into the left. Okay. That one's quite interesting. We do that towards the start of the loop. I think this one's the one we care most about. This is about that artifact. It's been really confusing me for the last little while. Okay, so it's all of them watching stuff in their old home, crying because they miss it. I mean, this is my favourite part of this bit. Like, where you don't have a clue what's happening. This is them going down. And kind of mummifying themselves. Wait, why do their things light then? To just point at the fire for a while? Is that what you do? I mean, that's a very obvious kind of thing to do, but I would never have thought of that. Just stare at the fire for a minute. Yeah, I'm assuming they're just snoozing. It's fine. Yeah, let's do this seal. I mean, this doesn't tell me where it is at all. That's not useful. My ship log's been updated. So that's nice, I guess. I've got a door there we need to open from the other side. But most importantly, we're just gonna go face this kinda fire. And I'm gonna test something. Guys, I know you said they were sleeping, but what if they actually were sleeping? Like, what if I head in there? Ah, hey, Halcho! Good to see you. Good to see you. What if I just actually snooze? For a moment. That actually did work. I am really surprised. Well, we've now got this. Which... What's going on? Is this them dreaming of their home? That's what happened. Oh, God. Yeah, hello, Halchuk. Good to see you. Good to see you. I don't know what's going on. We're doing the DLC currently. Why would I want to conceal it? Do I need to hide from things? I mean, there's this. You shine your light through it, that lights stuff up. We've seen that happen before. that bring the bridge into existence that hadn't existed before? I'm assuming I'm currently sleeping inside of that room. It's likely the safest room since it's not going to be underwater. I don't need to worry about oxygen. We've got an instrument. Yeah, I see what you meant by I hadn't reached the spooky stuff yet. We need to shine this from the other direction. We'll get me something. Because I need a bridge to get to the other side and go down. Got this. If I conceal? I feel I should be able to create a bridge. And it's done something. Now there's weird whispering. Oh! You shine it at a hand, it pulls you over. Okay. I'm still really confused, but I'm liking this. Yeah. I'm hearing a rumbling. I'm seeing a silhouette there. That rumble might just be the dam breaking. You can't see in there. The fact there's a silhouette, it's got to mean something, right? I'm really tempted to go jump in the water and see if I can put out this thing that I very clearly need to have. But I feel that'd be a bad idea. Just doing this to look at stuff slightly further away, easier. Okay, we're now above that kind of theatre room, right? Ah, I know where this is. This is what I need to shine this through. It should create a bridge. There we go. Just to check, if I alternatively hide it. Okay, that doesn't do anything. I don't want to press a button to extinguish. Because that completely puts out my light forever. That wouldn't be good. But I'm assuming you can remove halves as well if they've already been made. There is not anything else in here, seemingly. Okay, in which case, where's that hand from before? There it is. Bring me back, please. There we go. We've got a bridge to go down. I mean, we can go over, or we can go down some stairs. I'm gonna say we go over first before we go down. We've not got a jetpack. We can't really go up easily. Can't light the candle. Got a lift. So why you'd want to be able to conceal as... No, just shine that as its focus, that lets you go down. Never mind. It's thinking you need to conceal it so you can make this go down. That's not the case. So where do we end up? We end up below. I've created a raft. Hello, raft. How are you doing, my good friend? I mean, just move it on forwards. I'm a bit worried about where I'm going. Because it's very dark, I can't see. If I turn off the lights, it make me safer. possibly it did. I don't know. So I can't rotate, so I'm assuming this goes along a fixed path that I can speed up. I would like to get off here though, please. And it just keeps on moving? Yes, it does. I can summon another one from there. Yeah, this thing looks like whatever they've got holding stuff that's sealed. Is this important? I mean, I know how the hands work. There we go. There's something to look through. And there's this. Oh. We're looking at someone's memories. If you doze off of the fire in there, you go to a different place. Each of these fires take you somewhere different. So if you go to the one in there, that takes you to the interior of the bell in this world. I'm assuming going through that dark tunnel was me transitioning from the area I had been to the area next along the river, which, yeah, would have been the bell. And then presumably one after this would be one from that, like, riverside village you start in when you walk out the door. I'm piecing this together. There's a lot more spaces to explore than I thought there was, and I kind of regret not exploring all the stuff before. But we're learning. We are definitely learning. I mean, if I extinguish my flame there, I'm assuming you find one of those that lets you go back to reality. That's my assumption. I think it's a reasonable enough assumption to make. Yeah, this should take me to, I believe, the Riverside Village one, right? Yeah. Yeah, this looks correct. I mean, it's vaguely, like, similar. What have we got? I mean, just water over there. Is there anything? There's a candle. Leads me to a door, which I cannot open. That means there's a way to open those doors. I just don't know how. Okay. I mean, that's cool and all. I don't know how useful it is. I want to get to that other side. It's not hugely apparent. There's something over there that didn't sound all too happy. Make my way over. I mean, I don't want to jump in the water because that extinguishes the flame. I'll need to enter from a different point on the Riverside Village to get to there. This would now be... yeah, the tower is that one. So I'm understanding these areas and how it works. And I mean, theoretically, I don't know if it would work. There's not anywhere to actually get off there. So that's interesting. Theoretically, if I extinguish my light somewhere else, do I get teleported? Yeah, very, like you say, it got very muffled music of the end of the loop. So we've not got much left of this. But it's cool to know there's another world. Oh, I did kind of want to check if I could extinguish. Okay, extinguish your thing that you summoned, not your actual light. Next thing to check. Yeah, you jump in there, you wake up. So water lets you wake up if you want to. Whether there'd be strategic use to that, like I say, you might be able to teleport. I don't know. However, what we do know is if we want to be investigating the stuff at the tower and at the Riverside Village, both of those ones go underwater. Their fires get extinguished. So we need to do those before the dam breaks, and I would presumably be woken up once the dam is broken. However, there's that other thing we learnt on the rail, that there is a damaged part to their kind of station. I think before we go exploring the weird whatever dream realm that is, like, I think we don't do the Shadow Realm first. We're gonna go off and investigate by... yeah, autopilot, there we go. Yeah, because there's a break in their actual craft, which would presumably take me in somewhere different. I want it to be above that kind of ghost matter and all that, towards Byre I went in at previously. So if I want to be above the ghost matter and dropping down, presumably I would need a different entry point. Which, if I go down, it should be here, right? Yes. Yes, it is. That's not quite what I expected. I'm on the wall. I mean, I guess it is spinning. Makes sense. Yeah, we want to... This is really difficult to navigate, I'm not gonna lie. We want to go inside of there, is what we want. There we go. This used to be a fire. Oh. And that's where I am. We're inside the room about the artifact. It's potentially a quicker way to get in. I'm not sure. That is... yeah, leading to the middle of these chambers. This one has somebody's memories. I just have a watch. Yeah, I guess that's supposed to be hinting at you're meant to fall asleep. What about this one? And this will be the final phase of our testing. If that's a bell above it, is that an alarm bell? Like, for waking you up? That would make sense. Like, imagine just setting an alarm and that's what wakes you up. It would add up though, wouldn't it? It would add up. You've got one reel here. We've got an artifact or two about the place. We don't need to be too worried about them. And just to make sure, I've not missed anything inside of this, have I? No, that just leaves the outside. We can close that back up. There we go. Yeah, slide reel we would love to take outside if possible. This is seemingly about artifacts development. Which, while not useful, is pretty interesting. Doesn't help me get into Variable, does it? It was this building, I think? I think this is the right one. Yeah, here we are. Server reel. We need to go get a lantern. We know where they live. So I have to go and like pick up the other one and open the door, but we don't need to. We're not investigating that right now. For now, I just want to do this. I still want to know how you get into there. It's from the opposite side. There's not anything underneath. It's not like a hole in the floor. So we should be fine to just watch this for now. This is from an external perspective. They look in. Othello falls asleep. Into the door. Second one, didn't see any of this. Falls asleep. This one burnt. Okay, it's not hugely useful. I'm assuming this last one just shows it working. Yeah, because there's lantern lights. That's it. I mean, that's cool. My ship log updated. I don't know what it's going to tell me other than, like, there's a reel mentioning it. I think I'd figured out what that meant already. I mean, do we just go underground and, like, watch the thing? Like, go into a dream? This ghost matter is down below, but apparently not all the way. So I didn't have to drop in from above. I thought this was completely blocked off. So that's safe. I go around this side of the tree. Continues to be safe. That brings me out over here where you otherwise cannot get. With whatever the hell this building is. And this is one of the eye related things. I mean, I've got photo modes. Yeah, I hadn't noticed that. Cool. I genuinely had no idea. There's another code. Don't know what you're meant to do for those. I think I heard the dam breaking, but we should be high enough up for fine. Or more so, I felt the dam breaking. So what are we meant to do with this? How do you get the code? Do you get the codes from being in the dream? Possibly. I mean, drop the lantern, pick up this. Is the dam gone? Not yet. In which case we'll finish off this one first. I was going to say if it had broken we'd investigate the whatever's inside of the thing. Yeah, we can just do this one for now. Yeah, off to spooky, kind of spirited away feeling land. It should be safe. Like, we're high enough up, we're not gonna die. This is fine. Okay, we know partly what we're doing here already. There is no bridge until we go over this way. And also, can you light those candles? You can. I thought I noticed that earlier when I focused the thing on it. I'm glad it does actually work. That's quite a nice detail. Yeah, make my way over there. Got any more candles to light? It's a bit dark. I think that's all of it. Yeah, just go across here for now. Yeah, we need to redo what we did just a minute ago. Or we could just jump. Like, as an alternative. Like, it's not too far. I feel it's a bad idea, though. I should do it the way the game quite clearly wants me to. I do need to go downstairs to get to that one. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I've always worried I'm going to put out the artifact, but I think, yeah, you are right. It does seem to just get rid of whatever you've created. Well, there is water there. I could jump into that, extinguish my flame. Which is an interesting idea, because if this is a dream, I don't know how extinguishing this would work. Because it's hard to have, like, that connection to reality, unless it's like an anchor of some type. So that you do just remember, like, you're in a dream. And that lets you get out, maybe? I don't know. It doesn't matter hugely. I think that was a dam breaking, because the screen just vibrated slightly. I don't know. I'm always worried the dam's breaking. We should be fine. That's this. You can go inside of a tree, apparently. I don't know why you'd want to conceal this yet. It's the only part that's got me confused. I mean, I can both focus and extinguish it at the same time, seemingly. You can walk normally while it's concealed. This feels important, but I don't know what you do with that door. There's not anything down there, and this is... yeah, just a ladder. There's got to be a way to open those doors, and I just don't know what it is. Well, I think next, we need to go down that way. I'm gonna go jump in some water, which actually... Is there water just down below there? There is. Yeah, because that's all well and good. I think we've explored everything we can for now in there until we figure out how to get past those doors. I think we just go down the river. Which means I can just go for a lovely jump. That was not quite as deep as I would have liked. I don't know if I feel safe. And... we're just in time for the dam to break. I'm worried I might get swept away. Try and stay underwater. And stay down near the bottom. Where am I going entirely? It's straight ahead still. This is all fine. Just need to go up. Finish those off. This is us now inside. We've got good what do you mean good navigational skills? I'm confused. Is it not normal to be able to navigate? I don't know. I hadn't thought my navigational skills were anything too impressive. And I appreciate the compliment, but I hadn't thought it was anything all that fancy done. Ooh. Got an entire underground bit. Or underwater? Oof. I don't know. I've got what looks to be a way down. I'm not seeing any candles on the way, but I know the vague path. Any candles anywhere? Yeah, we've got a couple. And this is one of the seals. But you need a code. I mean, I don't know what you're meant to do. Vague guess. I don't think that works. Yeah, you need to wake up in order to get in. But that would undo those seals when you get it right, see them. Right, information. Rotating this will try to open it. That gives me information. I didn't think this would give me anything. I just spun it 3 times. Yeah, going inside. Yeah, we got you pointing to a tower. You're in the tower, are you not? So tower is where you get the codes. Okay, that's kind of fancy. It makes me wonder about what's in there, if it's giving out the memory kind of light, but yes, a tower is what we'd need. Ah, and I can seal this. It's what lets me move. So you want to stay in the dark. That sounds the bell, which wakes you up. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. What doesn't make sense is what the hell I'm meant to do with that information. I don't know why you need to conceal it. How did I stay out of the light? I mean, I guess if you find more of those, sure, that's now me aware of how you avoid them. How do you get over? Can I bring that raft over? Potentially I can. I'll see me and go off no matter what, yeah, because you've got the lights there. Unless I can get rid of the light coming down, which I don't think's likely. The next best bet is, can I bring that raft over? No? There's a little hope, though. It does see me. What if I walk on the railing? This feels like a bad idea. Yeah. There's not any of those hands, is there? My guess would be I need to get the combinations. I can't get rid of that light. Can I do anything else in here for now? I don't think I can. So tower comes next, seemingly. Which, I mean, yeah, that stays accessible for the longest while. Fire will go out, however, once it starts flooding. But I might last slightly longer than the one from the riverside. Still think there might be something in the dam itself. I'm not sure. Being slammed into a wall is not fun. Who would have guessed? Next, that one there. That one goes underwater as soon as the dam breaks. Meaning fire would go out, meaning I would be kicked out of the dream, I believe. Trying to think, is there anywhere reasonably I could go right now? I think it is all about doing the dream stuff. Yeah, there goes the tower. That's now fallen over, meaning the loop's just ending. Okay, that's fine. I was kind of hoping I could die quicker. I don't know. It feels a bit mean to my character, but there wasn't much left to do there. Okay, so what comes next? I mean, tower is arguably most important. Which means I want to do... I'm gonna save one on the riverside first. Like where you first come in. So that tells me how you open doors. I mean, that's gonna be useful. Because tower is important for different reasons. Maybe just... I'm thinking of if there's anything we want to do not in the dream realm. The answer is yes. There's another locked door. I would like to get into there. How do I get into the locked door? Still don't know. You need a code similar to the ones allegedly in the tower. I don't know where you get the code from, and I know my memory is awful, so I'm not going to remember. However, the codes, they've got symbols above them, so I'd be able to figure out where it actually wants me to go. From here, we want to just go along. We don't care about the raft. Let's make my way over. Hello, house. Who's a good house? You are. Probably. You've got a bit of a hole in the floor, so maybe you're not the best house, but you're a good enough house. Now we go to the church kind of room. And then we can go to sleep. So, I mean, this might also tell me how to read their language, which would be useful, but I don't know how it would be able to tell me that. Which one's got their planet? That one. I'm curious, if I walk back up to this with a lantern, and doesn't come back out, no, you just need to pick things off and then leave them off for a second. Yes, sleep. If we do this, then immediately wake up. Where am I? And immediately we need to go up. Which, I mean, grounds it somewhat in reality. Behind us? Is there anything back here? There is water back here. Okay. It's not anything we need to care about. It's always worth checking though. There might have been something very important back there. I would have never known. Okay, it quite clearly wants me to go that way, so what's up here? Other stuff. Want to say go along that side? Although the candles lead me this way. I don't know where I'm investigating entirely here. I just want to learn how to open a door. Which it shouldn't be that much of a feat, but it kind of feels like it at this point. Keep following the candles. Unless we want to be up here. That just leads me back. Which is fine, but possibly not what I need. In which case, that looks like it's the edge. This also looks like it's the edge. Why did I drop down here? There's got to be a reason. Right? Right? Why did I drop down here? Is there anything here? I mean, maybe you can materialize a bridge elsewhere? And that appears next to there? That's my best guess. Yeah, for now though, up here. What one's this game? This is a bridge. I've been across it. Now I'm just really lost. I don't know what I'm doing. Where am I going? I just want to go back. Backwards. Make my way across this, we get rid of a door? We get rid of a door is what we do. Okay. I mean, knowing how you extinguish things, that is useful at this point now. Gets me inside of this, which, I mean, kind of spooky cave, but beyond that, what have we got? Got a slightly less spooky bridge. You can make a raft. A raft which goes where? I know where that raft goes. Yeah, because we saw the other side of that door previously. This is somewhere we've been. This is just how you leave to get to a different area. Just don't actually care about that. Do the chair. Don't think we care about the chair. Goodbye, raft. Hope you have a lovely, whatever kind of time this might be. I don't know. I mean, how do we get across there? It's the only immediate question I've got. Just a second. Let's see. Okay, I'm back. I was only gone for a moment. Yeah, so there's got to be something to do down there, right? There has to be. I guess there doesn't have to be. But it would make sense if there was, because otherwise why am I able to go down here? And you've got all the mangrove trees. There could be something hidden. Have I missed something? Yes! Yes, I have. I need this, is what I need. There we go. That is good. I found that. I definitely did not pass by it twice before. And then found it the third time. And you've got probably not too long until the dam collapses, so that's a bit of a shame. And we've got spooky music, which I'm immediately not going towards, because I'm going to favour the less spooky stuff. Because that might be more useful. There's a hand, which makes me think, yeah, other hand, lovely. Other hand, which gets to another hand. Which presumably means hand? No hand. But by that chair, you've got a quicker way to get over here. Cool. If I now know to look over in this direction, I've now got a quicker passage. So that'll definitely save some time. Where am I going? I want to go into there. I've lost the path. Feels like it's back this way. Hello. He's not very friendly, apparently. Okay. I mean, fair enough. That is a very toothy smile he gave me. Definitely smiling at me. Okay, now we know we want to avoid them. I mean, he's not necessarily, like, dangerous. He just wants to scare me off. So it could definitely be worse. It seems I'm on a time limit. Certainly not ideal. That's him over there. Want to follow this path. Another one over there. Another two in fact. Yeah, it does look kinda spooky as I go past. I think I'm hidden. Yeah, they came from over this way. A door we're not able to open. Keep an eye out for more of them. Another door I can't open. That looks like a window. Might be able to do something over there. I want to find a way across, seemingly. Unless that's just a lantern to the edge of the map. So there are other places to go to, but we can't get up there. We need to be able to extinguish that. Just hug the edge. It should be safe. So I'm not seeing it. That was the sound of a dam breaking, right? Let's just see. Did I get woken up? Sounds like it. Yeah. Indeed. Would it arguably be better not to have my suit on so I just drown with it and can restart quicker? As kind of morbid as that might be. Now I know you can get rid of some of those doors. So that is new information. I'm gonna go back to the first part I'd gone into and see if I can find anything. Because there might be some doors in there I can get rid of. I want to go this way. Or did I? This looks like a dead end. Which seems odd. Why is there a dead end? I mean, it's dead end only after the dam's built, to be fair. Head on back. This is thick. Head further on down this way. Head over in this direction. And yeah, now we've got to wonder how did I get anything done in that first area? Because we didn't really learn anything. I mean, I guess we learned how to open doors, which is kind of what I'd hoped for. But that doesn't seem like anything too significant to have learned. There's got to be more. It's simply a case of I didn't have time, so I couldn't explore it fully. Yeah, we can take the left at least. This is fine. Am I starting to read this yet? No. I was thinking maybe because we've like seen some of our memories, it would kind of make sense. But no, apparently you don't inherit language from their memories. Which I'd say is pretty valid. Yeah. It'd be cool if you've like picked up some key words we'll hear in there. And like slowly uncovered the message. Did I not move that far enough away? Was that one? No. It was a different one I had to move it from. Never mind. That's fine. I thought it was that one. It's from all these buildings looking the same. And there are silly secret passages and everything. Yeah, fall asleep. What could we still do here? There was a door which told me to go inside of a tree. I don't entirely know how useful that is, but it was something I'd come across. And this is what I need. Yeah, because going inside of that, like, tree hollow, that, I mean, it could be fun. I don't know how fun. Because I don't know where that tree is. I don't know if I want to go searching. Do, however, have an upstairs, which I don't remember having explored. Yeah, no, this definitely feels like I'd remember a stage. Got a door which I don't think we can remove. The fact there's a stage though means these, whatever the species is called, they had been able to interact with each other inside of this tree. I'm trying to figure out if I can get upstairs. Doesn't look like there's anything important, but I need to open one of those doors to do so anyway. I mean, there's something over there. That was how I got down though, wasn't it? That was a lift. Is there really not anything out here? Okay, looks like I can get over there. Because, I mean, there's two candles. Two candles on that side as well. And then there's a little hole. That hole likely being the backing to something like that. That one, however, is lit. Just mildly break my legs. It's a dream. It doesn't matter. So I need to get up there. But how? There's not like an alternate path from in here, is there? No, that just leads me back down. So how do you get to it? Unless, let me just quickly check something. don't know what that was the sound of. That wasn't a very happy sound. Extinguishing that does not make a bridge appear in the distance. We need something up there. Looks like maybe you can get up to this roof as well. I'm thinking I'm hearing, yeah, muffled music for it's about to end. I mean, can I safely fall down? No. I think it's worth checking. We're at the end of the loop here. It's not as if I'm missing out on anything. I mean, can I quickly end the loop? I think I can. It's the running jump. And a big old fall. Never mind, I'm still alive. That didn't end the loop premature. Oh, there goes my plan. I guess I can just chuck myself in the water, hope I bash into something. That was nowhere near quick enough. I mean, have I explored up there yet? I don't actually know if I have. I don't think I have, actually, thinking about it. I know I've explored a lot. I don't think that was one of them. Very, very spooky. And I don't know what's going on. I think we deal with spooky stuff first. So I'm gonna go to the kind of riverside village. We're looking for a bridge to make appear somewhere, which I don't entirely know how we do that. I just look for bridges they come from. If I go too soon in the loop, they're not going to have crossed the bridges yet. So if I go early, perhaps, I'm not entirely certain, but perhaps I can sneak in the door behind them when they leave. That could be an idea. So long as I'm quick. Which I think I can definitely be quicker. So this ship can take a surprising beating, honestly. Let me through, please. I need to actually turn on my light. Never mind. Second, I thought it wasn't working, but then realised my light was on. So that's fine. It is working. Let's head on over here. Go in underneath of it. It does make me wonder a little how the ghost matter actually got in here when this place is completely... Actually, it's not completely sealed, is it? I guess there's the small hole by like where they were doing the testing for the lantern artifact thing. So maybe that's how the ghost matter got in? I don't know. I feel there shouldn't be ghost matter in here. Like, I'm not sure what the timeline exactly is, but I feel it shouldn't. Yeah, my goal here is trying to remember the layout. It was go forward and then up there. Yes. Then we turn, we shine the light. There we go. Right, can I get that one yet? There we go. Go across here, we take a slight turn. Follow this around and you can see their light. She came from over here. That doesn't help. I'm just looking for that other bridge from before. I'm struggling to find it. I could always follow the guy. That's an option. I mean, he's presumably going somewhere, right? I mean, what I'd like is to get into that building. The question, though, is how? Like, is it just a case of I just stake out for the guys? So there should be 2 more people going out this way soon. Like, I'm hoping they come out of there. Or from this one. That very quickly closes. How quickly that closes, I don't know how much I trust in my idea. I mean, he's not very happy with me, yeah. So I don't know if there is anything more I can do there. Unless I follow them, I guess. Which I maybe should have done instead of what I just did. Which was get caught because the guy didn't have his light on. I was curious what would happen if I shone my torch at him. I mean, do I just follow them? Because unless they're actively looking for me, which doesn't seem like they are definitely heading somewhere, right? Where is he going? I don't want to get too close. Ah. There's an underground bit. So that's why all their lights disappeared after a little while. I'm hearing some spooky music. Let's make sure I don't walk into the water. Kind of cautious. I mean, there's a lot of them. Hello? Are you friendlier than the rest? No. No, I thought maybe I'd be able to talk to them. Okay. Well, we know what's happening with that now, roughly. I'm gonna see if I can quickly get there again. So if I can get there before everyone's there, perhaps I can do something. So let's see, can I navigate and get to it? I want to say no, because I don't know, you really get turned around in the dark. At the same time, I want to trust in myself. I want to say I'm able to. Because I'm surprisingly decent when it comes to figuring stuff out, and... oh, there's another one anyway. But I want to say it was probably around this tree. There we go. Well, that worked surprisingly well. Cool. It was like the first tree I tried. I'm not going to be able to replicate that. I don't know why they're so against me being there. Like, that strikes me as a little bit odd. Maybe they don't like Scotland. You might be right. Then again, who doesn't like Scotland? With, like, our Highland cows and everything. They stopped the music. I'll leave. I know when I'm not wanted. They've closed the door. Hello. I'm persistent, if nothing else. What's in here? Whole bunch of people kinda looking. They look almost inviting with how they're standing. Oh, stay away, please. Yeah, I don't think he's planning to. Oh dear. Well, I'll need to be quick next time. Maybe I can avoid all of them being there. I don't know what that would get me. And presumably it would be something I'd like to do. I just don't know what it does for me. Let's kick this in. There we go. I mean, I think I could probably get there before them. Like, I don't think it's going to be easy. But, I mean, seeing as I managed to figure it out last time, like that last attempt, I didn't even follow it. I just went in a direction and I found where I needed to go. It's definitely not impossible for me to find my way there again. Does somewhat raise a question. Oh, is that dam broken? That is, yeah. What do you actually do once you're in? Because it didn't look like there was anything to actually do in there. Which does make me more confused, because, I mean, why would you be able to get there if there wasn't anything to do? Am I able to beat the water? I hope I can. I just need to take a lift. I was just in time. If I had crossed that bridge even like 5 seconds later, I would not have made that. I'm proud. I did something well. Yeah, somewhat raises the question, though, doesn't it, of what would I actually learn in there? Because immediately, it does not seem like anything important. I mean, if it's information on the seals, that's supposed to be in the tower. Is it just like a music club? Do they, like, discuss their taste in music? Like some kind of literature review club? I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm very much intruding and they don't want me there. But what if it is just them talking about books? Like, there's a chance. Not a very good chance. But I don't understand their language, so... I don't know. I mean, when they grab me, I could always keep my thing concealed. Or try to, anyway. Because what would they do then? Right? So they wouldn't be able to blow it out. And if I can't blow it out, are they less kind with me? Because I feel them just blowing it out and sending me back is fairly kind, all things considered, seeing as I'm very much not supposed to be there. At least in their opinion. Okay, is there actually more here that I've missed previously? Possible. Some chairs looking out. Doesn't really help much unless there's something down. There's the water. So I feel like I'm missing something up here. Because there is that, whatever that is, but I need to extinguish it. To do that, I need to be on that side. To be on that side, I need to be down there. Is that how you do it? Okay. Quickly check there's not anything here. No, it's just a closed door. So I need to be a level below the bridge. Possibly multiple levels below it. Because if this is a bridge, that is, yeah, just down there. It would be over past that. Whatever you do with this is how you get over there. How does that work? I mean, does the screen tell me anything? I'll see if I can get a better angle. Because I have just kind of dismissed this as, ooh, spooky, there's a screen. Well, I think it's just a guy watching stuff. I could annoy him. Like, purposefully. He's turned it off now. You're gonna come find me, you silly man. I don't think he is. I've just been a bit of a dick for no good reason. Ah well. That's fine, it's fine, I'm sure. I mean, we've got this, which lets me actually see down into the room. There's not anything actually down there. Because now I'm more familiar with the area, I'm happy to explore. I mean, I feel like that door should be open. If it is, though, it means there's something looking at it. Which, I mean, it's not immediately apparent that there's anything. I'm not missing anything there, that's just water. That's like the hand just there. And if I make that, we can head on back. There's not anything off to the side, so we just make our way over. Yeah, we want to investigate whatever's down below. Kind of screechy sound from somebody. That was how you actually get below. I mean, assuming it wants me to go into that tree and like blow something out to get rid of a door. Then I do want to go out this way. I think I'm vaguely hearing the end of the loop noise. Is there a tree down? No, is there a tree elsewhere along the waterfront? Because there might be. I thought I'd kind of explored this whole section though. I guess we'll see if we just keep on moving. There's not immediately anywhere to get off except from over to the side. Which I don't think being over there really helped, did it? No, so we continue on. I hope we don't get a reset in a second, because I'm kind of exploring. We definitely don't have long. Yeah, about that then. Until I finish that sentence, lovely. Is that... I don't know. It makes me think I need to find that tree. If I find the tree, and I can go inside of it, there'll be something I can extinguish, which will get rid of that door, which will let me then go back there and progress. Because if you assume the way down is in fact supposed to be a way up, then yeah, we just need to find a way into water from a different area. After having extinguished the thing. So that it would make sense, I guess? Because you bypass a lot of it by going up, rather than going down that. My ship's finished. It's fine. Now, I think the first thing I'd want to do is I'm gonna try and beat those guys to the like underground tree tunnel thing, because I'm fairly confident in my memory. I think I can do it. The fact that it's got things placed right at the start, so that you can get into here very quickly. It could be a sign. It could be a sign that that's what I want to do. What do you mean? The ship's perfectly fine. It's not exploded. Like, it can take a little bit of a beating. It's all good. I'm sure it's all good. Yeah, wake up. We immediately just run. I know where we're going. They also know where they're going. So it's kind of a race against time. We head up here, we look out, we get a hand. Lovely. Look over here. We use our light. There we are. Now let's see. That was kind of this direction. Then this tree here and down. See? First time again. I know where I'm going, and there's no one in front of me this time. I am amazed I'm doing that. Like, I've done that twice. That doesn't seem to have made a difference. Okay, next, keep my thing concealed. Okay, no, automatically gets it. So, there's not anything you can do in there, even if you get there immediately. Is there something outside of there that I've missed? So I'll not lie. That looked identical to when I went in previously. The fact it looks identical makes me think, yeah, you're not supposed to be in there. The guys go in, there'll be a door, they then leave. Whether I'm supposed to just run straight in, run through whatever aforementioned door there might be, I don't know. How is this? Nope. The instant on here. I'm fine. The guy paused to find me, so I'm actually safe to run ahead. There's definitely something. I mean, I just like pester him enough times to just let me in. That doesn't feel like it would be correct. I mean, is this just like an interesting place, not somewhere I'm meant to go to? Because there's not anything else here. You have an idea, but you think it might be right? Hello. Don't mind me. I'm fine. You're the ones who don't want me here. I'm happy to be here. It's lovely to be here. Can I jump in the fire? It's a new, interesting way to die, if so, but I don't know if it's what you do. So what am I meant to be doing inside of here? They've got ways to get back quickly to that kind of an area. Like, if you think you've got an idea, I'm welcome to, or like, you're welcome to make suggestions. I'm very much open to suggestions. Don't tell me outright something that is correct if you know it's correct. I'm open to suggestions. It's a game about exploring and figuring things out. Yeah, I'm happy to figure things out along with people who come by the stream. I'm continuing to run into this. I'm really not convinced anymore that it's the right thing to be doing. Like, I'm following him, but I don't have a plan. Like, I'm feeling as if, yes, I'm supposed to be going in this direction, but I'm missing something. What am I missing? I don't know. Could it be because of how the memories and such work? If I unseal a thing, it turns me into one of these guys. And then I come over here and I just join in, and that's the end? That's just water. When I blow mine out, I wake up, is what happens. Are you saying I should blow theirs out? Because they're not waking up. Unless I'm supposed to do that, like, actually in the real world. That would make sense, actually, yeah. Because all of those are lit. Yes. That is correct. However, something I can do... I need to do this very quickly at this point. Can I remember where I had to go for it? Not entirely. But what I want is to get rid of that door. That's all I need to do before the dam opens. Because then we can get back here by a raft when all of theirs are extinguished. Like, that is a good shout. If we don't get extinguished in the dream, get extinguished, like, in reality. Is this the right place? This feels like the wrong place. Where's the thing I'm looking for? I thought it was further around here. It's like, you can see them over there. That's fine. Where's the thing that got rid of the door? Now we need to be pointed over there. And this is definitely, yeah, not where I'm wanting. And it takes you back to their bodies. Their bodies would, I mean, firstly be submerged underwater and also dead. So yeah, you're not wrong. I think we jump in here, we don't do a marshmallow, wrong button. I have to be especially quick this time. So I need to retrace my steps from the first time I did this. Head out, shine my torch, we go this way. That's all well and good, we got our lights, we just want to go up this side, I believe. We're needing to be very fast. Yes, we can jump down. Follow it around to here. Here's what we're after. Ouch. It's probably okay. That's a dam breaking, but where's the thing that made the door disappear? We've got like a minute, if that. No. Okay, I'm gonna quickly quit out, and we're gonna reset load. Because I'm not gonna go through the bother of doing that again. They're not waiting. We're gonna go straight into doing that, because now I know roughly what I want to do. Where the hell was that thing I found? Why is my thing not being tracked? I'm confused. It should be getting tracked. Did I accidentally untrack it? Oh yeah, we've got a lot of stuff being added to our map of like ruins. That's fine. I can figure this out. We just need to mark location. There we go. Make my way over. Seemingly this thing does orbit around the sun as well, so this is going to be hard to find just by default, I would imagine. You know, that was a good suggestion. You need their lights to be out. That happens by the water extinguishing their lights, at least in the real world. People have crashed into it before. I mean, I can believe it. Like, it's doable, just kind of difficult to do. Ship is completely fine this time. Don't worry. We didn't even slightly crash. Let me through, please. Thank you very much. Okay. We know what we're doing. We don't have a lot to immediately do. All we need is to find that door and how you get rid of it. Which could mean we want to... I don't know. Does it mean that we want to find and like look directly opposite it? Because you can't launch a scout. But whatever we're looking for is going to be directly opposite. Seemingly having that bridge didn't help. What we're looking for is just that. Really? That's a lot closer than I thought it was. I thought it was further away. Cool, well, that was quick. I feel kind of embarrassed about last time now. You know, I was about to go down there to leave. That's not how you leave. You just jump in the pond. There we go. So with that done... I mean, we want to go along the riverfront anyway, from the second area. There's potentially an idea. Unless you want to do the tower. But no, we're not doing an entirely new area. So if I go over here, we go into... yeah, the kind of cliff side of it. It could be in multiple times now. I think that's what we want. Let's make sure I'm going quick. Not that I'm particularly in a rush, just that I'm lazy. I mean, I say I'm lazy. I'm lazy in terms of I don't want to. It's more I'm impatient than I guess. I'm really tempted to jump up at those wires to see if anything happens, but I don't think anything will. Yeah, make my way. And then once we get into the campfire, we want to doze off. We just want to sleep. I think that is a perfectly reasonable thing to be doing. I'm curious if you'd get crushed if you stood there. I'd imagine yes, so I'm not going to. Headed up. This is all well and good. And yeah, now we just sleep for a while. I don't know how long we need to sleep for. But I mean, we do need to sleep. Almost jumped through the door. Not quite. Yeah, doze off. Now I just have a quick drink of water while I wait. I don't know how long you wait. I mean, is that good enough? I feel I might need to wait for longer. It's also occurred to me we did not want to have this thing in my hand when I did that. Huh. So that bridge which will appear does still exist, and you can die by falling onto it. It's simply a case that it doesn't yet, like, have any visible aspect to it, seemingly. Is this still doing fine? Oh, it looks to be. That's a shame. Head on down. Put the artifact away. And now we doze off again. I don't know how obvious it is. But I mean, what we do want to do, and what we can do, is we do want to get access to the bridge so that we can get across. Because there's a bridge inside the building, isn't there? That'll take me a little while, so I'd rather not be doing that while pressed for time. Heading around, we do this. Lovely stuff. Light some candles, just 'cause I like the candles. It's nice ambient kind of light. Yeah, this is now a lot more doable. Do you want to get across there? Which means heading down, heading across. There we go. We can ruin that guy's film if we wanted, but I don't think we should. That'd be a little bit mean. Although, he wouldn't be blocking the screen if we wait for him to kind of be extinguished, right? I don't know if that means anything. But like, there might be an important detail in that one corner. Like, there's a chance. It's very slim, but I wouldn't say there's not a chance that it's useful. Yeah, now that I'm safe, how do I know when the dam blows up? I mean, my controller kind of vibrates at one point. I guess we could just wait outside whenever it happens. I don't know. Let's make a raft. There we are. The dam should hopefully be blowing up somewhat soon. So I'm just going to make my way around because we have 2 cycles to go past. It's got the one here and it's the one after. It's fine. You can wait. I'm not in a rush. I'm just slightly off from my usual timing simply because I don't know how much time's actually gone past having slept at the fire. Yeah, it should be here. You know, it makes sense why this door was kind of blocking you before and could be unlocked. Also, it's not that way, it's this way I want to go. So you head up, you head across, and we see if there's any of those blue lights from the guys. I'm not seeing it. The fact that there's not any blue lights has me kind of hopeful. I'm amazed I have just found that each and every time. How the hell am I managing this? I hardly took a direct path when I first went there. I just had a vague idea of where it might be. Yeah, music's gone quiet. And they're all gone. Which lets me out here is where it lets me. Now above. How does being above help me? Exactly. I'm not lying, it's just empty now. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Like, yeah, they're gone. The plan worked. But what now? I mean, immediately, there's not much. Other than the big fire, which had a guy stood in front of it previously. This feels like a bad idea. Well, I still think that was a bad idea, but it worked. Yes, that's why they had someone stood directly in front of it before. Ah, that brings me to this underground place. Nice. Is this all just like film reels you've got on the side? I can insert my artifacts. Well, we've got a few reels to grab immediately. This is one about their planet. And this one shouldn't be burnt. Should otherwise be the same. Ah, so we learned that they destroyed their planet in order to look at the eye. They then didn't like the eye and they regretted destroying the planet, hence made this. Okay. I mean, that kinda adds up. This one, I believe, is new. Is that telling me this is all simulated and you can go between places on the raft? We already knew that. However, I hadn't considered during what is essentially loading time, jumping off of the raft. That, I don't know where it's going to take me, but will take me somewhere. we've got this, which I don't know what that is. Let me go quickly get my artifact again. I've opened the door on the seal. What does that do? It's burnt. Because it's burnt, you can't do anything. Yeah. I mean, that path only exists when my thing has been put down. I can get across here. Doesn't help. Well, I guess the next thing to do is jump off while we're in, like, that transitionary period. If we're in the transition period, in fact, we can do that quite easily if I just jump down here. Not marshmallow, we want to doze off. We just need to get to the raft. I need to jump off while it's completely dark. Which way? This way. Should already be set up so I can get down. I'm just a little pressed for time. It's not done that way, is it? It's up this way still. It was along this side, yeah. Make my way around. To push this. Or rotate it. Come on, we don't have a lot of time, game. Immediately shine it. There we go. I said we jump off in the middle of this, is what we do. And I don't know what that's going to do. I kind of showed as red, so I'm assuming it's a good thing, right? Also means this is entirely like a simulated thing. Which is interesting. Complete darkness. What's this? I don't entirely know how I'm kind of walking on the water. But that over there looks important. That is me now extinguished the second of the seals, right? So we don't need the image. We just have to do that. Okay. And that one still needs me to get through the darkness. Or, sorry, through the light by making it darkness. I don't know how you do that. But I think, seemingly, these might not necessarily have codes. But we can get rid of you. Well, we can at the very least say we can get rid of that one easily, anytime, and it will take me back here. So I think we'll leave that one for last among all of these seals. This one I'd imagine is to do with the tower. Because we've not learned how to avoid these towers at all yet. In terms of getting rid of light. But there might be a way. Like, what if I just don't look at it? This one, I've got no idea. I have a vague idea of where we want to go for it. It doesn't really help. And we're going to need to get a code. So that'll be through the weird door, which said I want to walk through a hole in a tree at the end of the little bridge. Turn off the light. That doesn't work. Yeah, that's the end of the road. I think that's enough for now, though. Because, I've got stuff to do this evening. But we've made a good amount of progress there. And we figured out how to get rid of one of the seals. Question still stands though, how the hell do you get rid of the other two? Yeah, for now, I'm gonna quickly go check the rumour log, and then we'll call it a stream there, I think. We've now learnt how we get rid of one of the seals, which is big. That is a big thing to know. Dense forest along banks of the river, heard music from building, found a covered bridge. Library full of intact slide rails deep underground. Container marked with one of the vault seals, contents have been destroyed. Found a slide rail that shows the origin of a stranger and its inhabitants. Sacrifice that was made to build it. Found a slide rail, some sort of error report. One of the stranger's inhabitants jumping off the raft during a transition between areas and falling below the world. Yes, that is something we'd seen. Which does let me do one of the seals. Be this one. We've now figured out. We don't want to track that, we want to keep that open. That one's less important. Yeah, we've now seen this in its non-burned form. So while we had seen some of it, we didn't see them destroying their planet. Next, it's got to be this island tower with hidden vault seals. Activating the vault gave me vision of climbing a spiral staircase to a room near the top of the tower. Stranger's inhabitants pointed at mural, identical tower, beneath a ringed planet. So inside the tower, there's a mural of the tower. That I then need to go investigate. But we need to turn out the lights next to it. Okay. Picked up an artifact carried downstairs, screen fire, two of the lamps in the mural turned off. Okay. I think that's what we do next time. Still not sure how the other one works with, is it Endless Canyon? Canyon, found a mural of a large tree in the bottom floor of the lodge. A large tree, that could be about anywhere. I don't remember this one, unless that's on the actual tower, like the island tower. I'm enjoying this, so I'm wanting to do more. But I need to stop or I'm going to be here all night. And I need to go get food and such at some point. But yeah, for now I am, like I say, very much enjoying this. But everyone else is as well. Yeah, I'm gonna do more next week. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you all have a lovely evening, or whatever time it may be, and I'll hopefully see you all around. Bye for now.